It's the real start.
Is it a podcast? Is it a show? Aaron and Austin, they don't even know.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Aaron and Austin Show.
Yeah, you had to put him there because
Honestly,
after we talked about it, I was still like looking the wrong.
We rearranged our cameras a little bit.
Yeah,
so
we're trying something new.
Looking over here.
We got something new going on. We got
no camera.
We got two guests today. We got Stephanie and Mopar joining us. Yeah, your guys' camera's over here.
Hello.
So if you're ever looking at the camera, that one over there for sure.
There's like 4 pointing at me. I'll talk to each one like it's like I'm Walter Cronkite or something.
Yeah, so thanks for doing this, guys, this week. Episode 11. Episode 10's out now, so get at it.
It's been kind of an artsy week.
It's Art Week, basically.
Yeah,
Let's just call it like it is.
Art Week at Aaron and Austin Show.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Stephanie was the first live artist we ever had at the All Ages No Alcohol open mic that we do every Monday here at Muse. And what was your thoughts on it? What'd you think?
Oh, good vibes all around.
Yeah.
Such a good time.
I think it's
good
super
space
fun.
too for artists to do art and have a nice comfortable space.
Open and just hanging out.
Yeah, it was.
It was great.
Yeah. And then later in that week, we did the Josh and Kevin show, Room Green.
The Art Assault
Love
podcast.
those
Art
guys.
Assault.
Art Assault,
That's what I'm talking about.
Room Green Productions. Thanks, Josh and Kevin, for having us on. That was a lot of fun.
Those guys are wieners, by the way.
Yeah.
Wieners. Oh, they're my friends.
Oh, and they're great for local art too. They're supporting too. We're gonna have them on our podcast before too as well.
But on their podcast, they were doing live art.
Yeah.
And so we thought, how cool. We wanted to interview Stephanie anyway, so she's agreed to do some live art for us tonight.
Yeah, so we're totally stealing that idea. And
Yeah, stolen. Thank you, Kevin and Josh.
yeah, Kevin and Josh will give them credit for that
ideas
idea.
that we're gonna steal.
And they've come up with a lot of cool art. And it's cool to watch them. If you guys haven't seen their podcast, you should definitely check it out. The Green Room Productions Art Assault. We did episode 54.
54.
And it's cool because they like do a piece together. Like you talk with one of them's painting, then they switch. Like it's a fucking cool ass idea. Like I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Like it was a lot of fun. And then watching them co-collaborate on a podcast and on a piece of art at the same time was kind of fun. So
Yeah. And they have great beards.
yeah. Oh, and yeah, and good beards, and we even got cotton candy our beards
The
up.
awesome beard jelly.
Right.
Yeah, we beard jellied up.
Dude,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Beard butter.
Yeah, we came
whatever.
up with their competitors commercial. It's for Admiral Alabaster's. What is it? Admiral Alabaster's Busty Blue Beard Mustard.
What? Say that one more time. Give it to me one more time.
So their competitors, which I've recently switched over from, which is Admiral Alabaster's Busty Blue Beard Mustard.
Oh my god.
That's the
Hey, real quick, while you contemplate that, what he just said, we're going to run a graphic for the shows this week before we get too far into this. So quick pause for the shows coming up. Go see local shows. All right, we're back from that.
Inflatable tube man.
Yes.
Yeah. God, how funny was that?
Dude.
How funny was that joke? I mean, every once in a while, dude, Family Guy would just take every joke in a fucking episode and throw it up against the wall and see what stuck.
Yeah.
But they would hit home runs. Inflatable arm flailing tube.
If you can do the space one, if you can do the Star Wars one, you deserve a medal.
Yeah, right?
Like proton
Dude,
powered
no, you still can't get that
protocol
one down.
droid.
So when you're attacking a live art piece like this, where do you get your like inspiration on a blank canvas for? Do you just random shit that's in your head?
Okay, usually it's random shit, but today, since it's gonna
Mm-hmm.
so June.
Stay tuned to the end of the show, and we're going to show you how to maybe get your hands on this piece that she's painted today. So we got a good idea lined out for that. So what's the raffle? It's raffle inspired.
Well, I mean, it's dork inspired. It's gonna be. It's
It's because
nerd
we
shit.
went and just saw Doctor Strange.
Nice.
Yes.
Shit.
See,
Yeah.
you got to catch up. Everybody's talking about Doctor Strange.
So good.
It was. I loved it.
Oh, so
I
nice.
fucking loved it. I fucking loved it. And I wanted to see it in 3D too. I was a little pissed off.
Oh my god.
Well, we used to go see everything in 3D, but like the Regal has got to be like. I wish the Warren would come back and take charge over it again, because the Regal, compared to the service you got at the Warren,
Dude, we went to the AMC to go see Doctor Strange. It was tits.
was it? I haven't been to the AMC yet. What do you
Dude,
think?
Yeah.
To me, the only thing that scares me about the AMC is people told me there's like big chairs and stuff, right?
Yeah,
like
it
big
sounds
comfortable
awesome.
chairs. Yeah, but people bring like
How do
to
you
a
get bad at it?
because
They're
people
like-
bring their funk to a big
they're
comfortable
like
cushion
big-
chair.
They're
And
like
bed bugs.
no,
and all kinds
it's
of
not
shit.
like that. You're not sitting like in a lazy boy.
Okay,
It's
see,
like
I'm-
it's
That's what
weird.
that sound like.
It's what it
Yeah,
sounded
but
like to me too.
it's like you know, like futuristic. Like they're-
100%
Okay.
hygienic.
They're
Okay,
leather,
well, because to me,
so-
like, I
Yeah.
got friends I don't like to sit in my own couches at my house, let alone go and share a couch
Right.
with every person that's been at the fucking AMC.
Well, the chairs are motorized and they lay all the way back.
Oh, okay, pimp. Now you got
There's enough
now you got-
room between aisles to where that's
It's not
not.
See,
like
I thought
all
they were.
digging for Cheetos.
I thought we're talking about their
Nope.
like cushions and shit. Like,
Yeah.
so I haven't been
it's
in
super
there.
cool.
like
It's the
that.
first time we went, and I'm going back for sure.
Okay, bet. So, because we only go to the IMAX only. That's the one we love.
Us too until this. Maybe the Screen X. Have you done Screen X yet?
Well, I used to do it all the time before the. Where they're,
ScreenX?
well, ScreenX is the old giant auditorium that they built originally, but on the walls down the side, they didn't put a screen up, but they do like overlighting
Right.
and panoramic
They should have
views.
put a screen up. It seems like.
Well, that's
I
the
love
Regal.
the idea.
The Regal's cheap. Like Warren might have done that shit.
When we went and saw Godzilla, and when Mothra woke up,
Yeah,
spread
you
her
had the whole
wings
thing. We saw that too.
across the whole theater.
It's cool.
Like,
And
what?
there, we went and saw the second Jumanji we went and saw in that too.
Oh,
and there's
yeah.
some really cool panoramic scenes where it's kind of like that, like almost a full domed screen like you would get at like the Cosmosphere or something like that, but they don't have screens outside. They're just shooting it on the fucking walls.
Right.
But it still comes out pretty cool, but
I mean,
and
yeah.
not at the same time.
Well, I mean, we shoot this graphic on a wall, but I mean, we painted it white behind there, but that's about.
They didn't even do that.
They didn't even do that.
They
And
like
they
threw a
just-
towel in front of it.
well, yeah, and they have some of them has like the old fixtures are still there. It's
Yeah.
like casting onto like
Yeah.
the clocks and
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
So they make a paint
Yeah.
for what we're doing. They make
Yeah.
a paint for this that has like silver dust or something, like impregnated,
Yeah.
so it really reflects
Reflects
the light,
light.
like really good. Yeah, I mean it's $200 a gallon, but I figure if you're a movie theater,
How much
Well,
of the gallon did that take?
Yeah.
that took like less than a gallon.
Yeah.
You know what I
They
mean?
have-
And that's several coats. you know?
They have one projector. I don't know if it was just prototype, but it was always on like the Tech Now things. Like I follow some of those. Like this Week in Tech was is a big podcast I follow. And there was like a paintable screen for projectors that you would plug in, but there was
Plug in
Yeah,
a
it was-
paint.
yeah, exactly.
That sounds super fun.
Exactly. It was pretty futuristic shit, like almost painting a real screen that had LED powered lights in the paint somehow. Of course, I'm too fucking stupid to remember the article that I was reading, but there was some new technology was coming out in projectors.
Tesla paint.
Yeah, of course. Tesla paint,
The solar panel stuff is amazing.
right?
That the roof tile.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Dude,
Well,
that
yeah,
solves a whole bunch of.
it does, dude. Especially takes a lot of, especially like we get a lot of sun here. Like, so like, I don't even know why we can't even do mini wind turbines in people's fucking backyards. Like, can we make that work? Even on the gloomy days, we can still have power from the wind. I mean, this is a windy fucking
I
place.
think so. Yeah.
Why can't we shrink that technology down into personal use and put a fucking small wind turbine
Well,
on
I mean,
top of your fucking house?
You totally can.
Right?
Good.
I mean, yeah,
Put a
they're-
couple of them up there.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean-
Right, for sure. Like, and that would save a bunch of grid power too. You would think, I'm no fucking electrician by any stretch of imagination, but like, I feel like everybody's going to have to use the power in the city a little bit.
Well,
Well, if you
not
take some
really,
shit
not
off of
really.
that.
No, not really.
Not really. You can build that system, and the city will buy the power back for you.
Yeah.
Your meter will actually run backwards.
We have a
Yeah,
giant.
right now though, but if you take all that money out of the pockets of the people that run like
Oh yeah, then it'll cost you 10 times as much.
See, like
Yeah.
once the revolution's like right now,
Yeah.
while there's less
Never
than 5%.
mind, guys. You guys keep doing what you're doing.
Exactly. See
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
We're gonna go talk to some representatives.
Right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, as soon as that, like, if like everybody just started moving to that standard, like that shit would go through the roof and they'd fucking rape you for it.
Oh yeah.
Just like gas is right now. I mean, it's the same thing that gas is doing right now.
We have like a gigantic warehouse in our property. And putting those across that.
Right?
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, and you could
bet.
store that energy up and, like you said, resell it back to them for it. Like, there is some of that going
I
on.
could use it to heat the place because you can vent from them to like it's it's a no-brainer. We were talking about it, like some dude got him on his house.
It's an expensive initial startup,
right?
But it pays for itself over time.
Yeah,
right?
it's just like anything. You have to have. It's like if you have the money up front, it always pays out in the end.
Yeah,
like having the money up front always makes things a lot easier.
Like gambling.
Definitely worse without money.
Well, with gambling, I'll tell you, if you haven't heard this yet, my dad laid the biggest gem on me when I was a kid because I come from a card playing family. Like we play games. I grew up playing games. Worried money never wins. So if you ain't willing to burn that money that's in your pocket when you walk into that casino, you to turn the fuck around and leave. Because if you don't care about it and you can willing to lose it, you'll win. You'll go in there and win your ass off. But if you're trying to make money, like pressing and shit in there, good luck.
I feel a video future.
I don't gamble unless you got 100. I'll go gamble. And I won't be worried at
dice
all.
dealer at the casino down in
I won't be worried at all.
I have extensive experience in these.
Yeah, John used to be
these very matters.
Craps dealer.
Yep.
Craps dealer
for a long
Yep.
time.
I dealt craps, roulette, baccarat. I dealt blackjack,
awesome.
ultimate Texas Hold'em, Mississippi Stud. I dealt everything.
Poker. That's my game.
Well, I like playing any game that's against.
That's the easy one.
And we're casino talk, but I like playing any game that's against the other patrons of the casino, not against the casino. Like if you're playing roulette, if you're playing,
that's the wrong spirit to have right there.
No, it's not. I have a better chance of beating the other dum-dums in the casino than I have a chance of beating
You're
the fucking
never
casino.
going to beat the house.
Yeah, exactly.
Ever.
That's why I want to play That's why I want to sit down and play poker.
Even when you win,
against the
they
other
don't
people.
pay you the odds that you actually won. So they're already taking their cut.
Yeah, they just take their cut, and I just got to beat.
And then
them.
there's the whole bell curve thing, which means the longer you spend in there, the more likely you're going to lose because that bell curve is fucking real.
Oh yeah, that algorithm's
so
for real.
If you win,
that's why there's not a clock
out
in
of
that
there.
place.
When you win, you're at the top of it.
Yeah,
There's
you win if you're
out
up.
with
Get
whatever
the
you
fuck
want.
out.
I've never understood. Every
The
time I've
longer
ever
you stay,
got
the more you lose.
at the casino, it's like, how much would you walk out with? Like
Yeah.
pieces?
Yeah.
You have to see it as spending money.
My 30
if you
bucks.
see it as
became
like, I'm going to go
400,
spend
I'm in.
$100 tonight.
I'm out.
That's how you got to see it. And that goes right along with what Austin was saying. If you're just planning on spending $100 and when you're out of it, cool. You tried your best.
Yeah, exactly.
But you were willing to put it all on the line. You're not scared to put your money out there, and you shouldn't be. But you have to see it as spending money, and then you're cool with it. You're like, I'm letting it go.
It was entertainment dollars,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And we talk a lot here about how the entertainment dollars don't go as far as they used to when we were kids. There's more options now, right? So I feel like everything suffers on that piece of the pie of the entertainment dollar.
Well, like a lot of the entertainment shit is dying out. I mean, that's why it's cool. Like, I mean, even kind of segue into your store. That's why it's so nostalgic to come into your store and see the heart of. So, like, before we get too deep into it, how all the MoPigs, all that start?
So we did just shows. I had a toy shop. I've been collecting toys. I never stopped. Like I didn't get rid of stuff. Like, guys got rid of your stuff.
You bought it.
What was your first like balls deep collectible? Like where did the love for collect? Because I went and visited his store this week, and he has an awesome store. It's over off of 47th and Broadway, a little east of Broadway on 47th Street behind the KFC. Go check that place out. So like what? And I go in there and like he hits on all the shit. He's got the Marvel stuff. He's got the Star Wars stuff. He's got the comic books, the old vintage video games.
If you like monsters and spaceships, like monsters, spaceships, and Nintendo games, then
that's your vibe.
You can't find a place probably on the planet.
I mean, honestly, I was glad he was busy for a little bit when I first walked in because I just got to walk around and see. And I had some of the shit, and luckily, I've always liked collectibles. I always like people that collect signs, people that collect toys, people that collect all stuff. Right. But I have such an addictive personality. I was smart enough to never get into it. And I told him the same thing. He's like, don't do it. Don't try it. So where did it begin for you? Like to circle back to that same question, like where did the collectibles start?
I mean, I just Nintendo stuff. Nintendo.
Oh yeah.
I never understood why people wanted to get rid of the Nintendo games. It's like throwing your family pictures in the trash. Like,
yeah.
I never.
You know what I mean? Like who just like, oh, me and my dad played Tetris for 48 hours and then post that shit.
Right.
Man, that's a thing. I always kept all my shit,
dude. Yeah,
well, until GameStop came around, the newer platforms that we started, I did start selling some games back and shit. But like,
I never did that ever once.
So here, this is interesting. We're talking about Nintendo because my kid comes in here and plays Xbox, and he's on the Roblox and Fortnite, and those games don't have that pause.
Right.
Remember when your parents told you back in the day, "Hey, pause that so you can come do the dishes."
Doesn't work
real quick,
like that.
Yeah.
You know, so I can't pause his game. He can't pause, and there's no natural stop. That game's designed to keep him rolling.
Well,
Right.
Fortnite in between battle royales, he can stop. He's lying to you.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that they're fewer and further between.
Right.
You can't just go.
Well, and
Well,
there's
they're
no such
they're
thing as
absolute-
couch co-op, dude.
So he's on an old
Thank
school.
you.
He's on an old school Nintendo right now.
Yeah.
You know, and when he's at home and we need him to do stuff, he's playing an old school Nintendo, and his friends will come over and they think it's the coolest. Like, they're like, "Oh, this is awesome."
Even to elaborate more on what you said, there is no more campaigns. I mean, campaigns have died in the video gaming industry for the most part, except for a few
I play
big giant.
fighting games, and it's cool to be able to play fighting games with anybody on the planet.
Yeah, that is
Awesome.
cool. That is
I would
cool.
love to whoop some dude in Japan's ass.
Or build your skills against
Tekken.
some little 11-year-old kid in Russia.
Whatever, yeah. I would, some like little 4-year-old has beat me by,
Yeah,
you know
I'm
what I
sure.
mean?
And they call
That's
you-
awesome.
They
But
talk shit too.
when you're talking about like Contra and things like that, like platform games where you go and like back in the day, like you could just sit down, or like even like Halo, like sit down and play Halo. Like, I hate Xbox, but me and her used to play the Halo games on the campaign.
Like, how fun of a campaign is that to play with your friends?
Dude.
Yeah, like for real.
And they
Like,
don't
Couch
even
co-op
like they didn't
needs
even
to
have
come
one on the
back.
last one or something.
well, they don't think we'll do it. They think since everybody's got their own games at their own house that you'll just
They
we can.
want you to team up.
Well, let's
To
just
yeah,
bring
but
back
like
the
separate
couch. Bring back the
systems, so you
couch
have to
co-op.
spend the money
Bring
on
like
the
they
game
need like a
every
hive.
time.
Like so
It's greed.
the richest homeboy buys the hive.
Oh yeah, like the home thing for
Right.
it. Yeah.
And then you can go over there and be like, all right, well, all of our switches are going to hook up to the hive.
Yeah, it's like
and
your
this
own
thing's going to go on the
server.
TV.
Yeah.
Like, if somebody's got money to build the hive,
Well, I'm not gonna lie.
I got your back.
My friends in Denver did. My friends in Denver used to do something like that. They would like, and it's hard to talk.
Computers,
They're all computer dudes.
Yeah,
and they're all
dealing
IT
with
guys.
computers.
So they would come and hook all their shit together, and they're gonna be cussing me when they watch this, but they would hook it all together, and like basically you'd have access to almost every Nintendo game, and you could sit there and run it all together. And it was fucking fun.
I can simulate that to you on your phone right now.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
It's not that. It's nothing to do that. The experience of the original one, like even like so. There's a Nintendo Classic thing that came out. It has like 30 original games. From
Oh yeah, like the box that you plug in.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So those things, I mean, they're made by Nintendo. They some dude at Nintendo that probably loved Nintendo games sat down and programmed that thing to feel as much like the Nintendo as he possibly could.
Right.
And it's got the old square controller with it too, doesn't
The
it?
one that hurts your thumb.
Well,
Yeah.
I like this. I like Super Nintendo. The Super Nintendo Classic.
The Super Nintendo was the best system I think Nintendo ever made.
I think it's the
rounded
best system
ones.
ever made. Period.
Really?
Yeah.
Like
Favorite
it's
game of all time.
well
is
to me.
Chrono Trigger.
I played
and that's
more.
Super Nintendo.
I played
That's a good
more.
game. Killer Instinct.
To me, Killer Instinct was a big one for Super Nintendo. But to me, I played so much fucking Mario Kart. I played so much Mario Kart on Super Nintendo
Well,
because
and
that was the platform that launched Mario Kart.
But I'm a huge Sony guy too. Like my favorite racing game is Wipeout. And
Oh, Wipeout was legit.
I mean, I play from inside the car at like whatever 600 miles an hour or whatever. It's the craziest
See,
racing
I only
game in the
had
universe.
like a couple cool friends that had Sega. So I'd always like go over to their house like, man, why are you playing my Sega so much? So I don't have a fucking Sega in my house,
Yeah.
bro.
That was my first
the
system.
very
You gonna
first
go play
one.
outside? No, I don't want to go play
My
outside. I want
first
to play on your
new
Sega.
Yeah.
Well, again, it wraps around to being bullshit because the first one of that game, my favorite one, is the first game ever that you had to have 2 copies of the game, 2 systems, 2 TVs, hook them both together to play 2-player.
You had to network it together.
First game ever that did that.
Wipeout.
It wasn't really
Yeah.
networking
Really?
at that point. It was like a link.
It was a
cable.
link cable.
I mean, same.
Psygnosis, they're not around anymore. Psygnosis had some. They're like the Leonardo da Vinci of that era of games. It's ridiculous.
So what's like the holy grail of collectible Nintendo shit?
I mean, it depends. The
Depends
guys
on
who
what
do, if you like graded stuff, which I personally am not a in the box type of dude. I like to have.
Explain that. What do you mean by that? You like to find the outskirts cool shit?
I want to put a game in my Nintendo and play it.
Right.
Oh, you don't want
care if it's
You're
a
not trying
brand
to
new-
preserve it. You're not trying to preserve.
I don't
it.
want it. I don't want a pristine in box Godzilla. I want fucking one that brand like somebody took out of the box and that, but still brand new, so I can play with this.
One I
stuff.
got to blow on to just make it start still.
Yes.
I feel the same way about gear. Like
Don't
used
blow
is
on
fine.
the cartridges.
It's
please.
yeah.
That
You
moisture
do
If it's
blow
my
on
cartridge, I'll
cartridges.
blow on it. If I
Don't
want
listen
John.
to that. do blow on the cartridge.
Use
Thank
a
you.
brush.
Thank
Use
you.
a
We have.
You can use a brush if you want.
I'm going with.
If your
MoPigs.
if your Super Nintendo doesn't work but it powers on, I guarantee you, if I can bring it into the shop and I blow into it, I can get it to work.
This man's got the magic mouth.
But
That's
you're also
guaranteed.
putting moisture in there when you can
I
just
said,
use
dude,
canned
Oh, we got
air.
a little bit-
powers on,
and your wife
the game-
co-signed it.
The game
Just
pops
use
up.
canned air.
The game
You're a
pops
good
up.
wife. You
I'm not
should
guaranteeing
co-sign
that I'll
that.
buy you a
You're
new
good.
one or
That's good.
anything.
You should-
But every single dude that has come in is like, "Yo, my Nintendo doesn't work," and like, okay, we plug it in, game doesn't come on.
And it plays.
Yeah, and the
But
reason
do you
that
have the
works is
touch?
because the dirt and
I
dust
mean-
gets lodged in there. If you use canned air, it'll still get it out and not put the moisture in there and fuck up the copper connections.
Yeah,
Well, geez, in a perfect world, John.
the juice,
in
the
a
oil.
perfect world, John.
No,
Everybody's got a
I have.
duster jam in their
I'm
ass.
actually a
Of course.
professional at this. The juice and the juice and the oil, the pellet in the canned air it corrodes everything inside it.
Oh, see, John,
Oh.
you're getting knowledge dropped on.
You're
it.
getting the wrong kind of shit then.
No, they put that shit in
This
there
stuff
so
on
the crackheads
sensitive
don't
PC
huff it.
equipment for years,
Oh, no.
decades.
Yeah.
They still
That makes
do.
sense.
People have been
That makes
taking
sense.
whippet shots ever
But
since I was a kid. They flip the duster upside down and hit it.
There's
I
specific
had friends that
cleaners, like
lost
one
their
of them.
fucking life on that
Duster?
Air dust?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
do. They had to put some stuff
You
in
get
there so the
high on it.
crackheads would stop getting high off.
Yeah,
shit.
people would go to fucking stores and come up to Best Buy with like fucking 20 dusters cracked out, and they're
Yeah.
like, and you would,
Like whippets.
oh
like
yeah, it's like a
cracking
it
the
was, yeah,
old
it was like doing
whippets.
whippets.
Yeah,
I never
yeah.
fucked with it because the first time I saw people do it, it was like, wow, okay,
You
they're
got
like,
stupid quick.
yeah. Well, I had a couple friends like fuck their life up a little bit for a while
Really?
with that shit. Yeah.
Fucking duster.
Oh yeah.
That's
well,
amazing.
That's fucking crazy.
Dang.
yeah, you clean a keyboard or jam it into your mouth and have a high.
Why not both?
Yeah, right. Apparently, don't do that to your Nintendo games though.
Yeah, don't spray that crap in your. I mean, I don't know. Personal opinion.
Do what you want.
telling
So
you,
what's
as
so
a
is Nintendo
computer
still your
technician,
favorite
it's fine.
collectibles?
Stuff wise, yes.
What about like toy wise? Because
Yes,
I love looking
yeah.
at your toys. Like, what's
Yeah.
your favorite toys?
My
'Cause toys
well,
bring shit
so
back to,
we
like, my
have like
childhood
I have a very strange, like specific thing that I like. It's like stuffed animals, like old school, like stuffed monsters, not like fairies and monster.
Like the cool stuffed animals,
So yeah, well, sorta. Yeah, I mean, it depends on your idea of cool.
Well, like that backpack.
not the wussy stuffed
Yeah,
animals.
like
That
that's
backpack is
right.
awesome.
That's awesome.
That is
It's
cool.
got hair though, right?
Yeah.
Is that a
so-
Wookiee backpack?
No, it's,
No, that's Labyrinth.
Oh, Labyrinth. I didn't see the.
It's Ludo from
Oh, I
Labyrinth.
couldn't see the whole thing.
That's,
Shit, it's the smell bad dude.
Right.
Smell bad.
Right.
Yeah, I see. I've seen the shit.
Much called rocks.
Yeah. So
Rock's
so
friend.
you know, my personal
Like
I
your
don't-
niche. Where's the
right,
where's,
right.
where's
Well,
your love line?
So it's weird. So okay, so like remember like a what's his name? The
It's
guy,
My
the
Pet
monster that
Monster.
eats. Well, no, but before him. So something that everybody knows. That I'm trying to relate it to.
yeah,
is
don't go
Alf.
too obscure.
Alf.
Oh, ow.
Oh, the
Okay.
TV show Alf. Yeah.
Right. So okay, Alf was a furry dude, but he had like plastic features. Like his hands were plastic.
Yeah.
His face was
Yeah, they
plastic.
had some of that molded plastic with like
Right.
the cushioning underneath it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so I collect things like that.
Oh, and that. Oh, okay.
So there's
With
a
like
thing,
those big rubber nose type.
Yes.
dolls.
My Pet
Pet
Monster.
You ever heard
Monster.
of Grudge? The Grudges? I
Yes.
have a Grudge still. Like you squeeze his ass and his face gets real big and he's
Yeah.
got some
My
fingers.
No,
Pet
like-
Monster.
My Pet Monster is the specific one. I never got one when I was a kid. They were stupid expensive. They were like $100 for a stuffed animal. Who
They
the
come in the
fuck's-
cage.
No, he came with those
Chains
orange-
on it.
he
Yeah,
came with
chains
chains.
on it.
broke
That's right,
apart.
that's right.
Yeah, he had chains on him.
But he like I never got one. And they were super expensive when they came out. I never got one when they were new. And then so they
oh, fuck.
then they got super expensive. They just kept getting more and more expensive.
Well, yeah, when they started a high price point and they're hard to get. too.
Right.
Yeah,
So like
And they
base
weren't probably-
base price for one with chains, you're talking like $300 or $400.
Is that box? Are they come with a box too, or is it?
I mean, I've never seen one
Box?
personally. If they do have a box, I
so
don't
you're still
have
looking
one.
for that one. You have.
If
you don't
it's a
have
thing,
one?
I need one. Yes.
I don't
Anybody
know
with that
ever
fucking
came
all real
that
monsters,
way.
if you get with this man.
So so what bulks it kind of into that now is like the baby from like dinosaurs.
Yeah.
He's a
Oh,
plus stuffed
yeah.
animal. He's got a big rubber
That was
head.
such a funny fucking
He's got
show.
a pull string on him. It's so so it got to the point now, like, so there's not that many cool ones of those.
Right.
You know, most of the shit is stupid. My Little Ponies and stuff. So
My little is not stupid.
I mean, for me, I don't
That was quick
personally.
snapback. Shit,
I
that shit loaded.
personally don't like My Little Ponies, but if you like My Little Ponies, that's none of my business.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
I mean, I'm sure there's a couple good episodes.
We'll find you the coolest ones on the planet. I promise. But so we started making our own.
So you have like your own MoPigs, like
Yes.
stuffed animals?
Yeah.
Nice. That's
Yeah, they're
fucking
like
awesome.
we can't like tell the names and crap,
Work
the
in
copyright
progress.
stuff and all that.
Oh,
stuff.
it's not available yet.
You can't buy them, but I have one at the shop if you ever want to check it out.
Oh, okay.
So-
yeah, send us a picture of it. I'll post.
So
I'll
speaking
post
of
it.
MoPigs,
Again, you
Oh,
just have
you
to
can't do that?
come check it out.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah,
I will.
MoPigs. How did this name come around?
Yeah, that was my next question.
Oh, right. I think so. We got started in this conversation.
Yeah.
Might be.
We'll circle around 500 times. That's how it goes.
And they're together.
Yeah. So when we just
Yeah,
did like
sometimes not.
so when we just did like shows, like comic conventions and things, we do Mopars Discount Toys and Games was the name of the entity at the cons, and then my wife's art stuff is called Pigments Presents, and it's art by Stephanie Nash. So the two of them together is MoPigs.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
And then she came up with the little gremlin, and there's a new.
And that's original piece, isn't it?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's
Everything. Yeah, everything about like the hot lava on the floor, the monsters in the shop, all
Yeah,
that
that's
stuff
fucking
is all hand done.
So how long have you guys actually had a full-tail retail shop? How long have you guys been doing
Since like August, we just started.
it? Just
Nice.
started? Nice.
Yeah.
And how's it going? Going well?
I mean,
For having a retail shop.
it can always be better.
Of course.
but yeah.
So
We've been having a blast.
Like I said, stay tuned. I hope we're getting some great shots of this painting. We're
It's coming together.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah.
looking fucking amazing. She's doing a great job in such a short time. And we got a great idea. Stay tuned to the end of the episode, and I'll explain our whole idea for getting this painting into maybe the hands of one of our viewers.
Trust the process.
We've had a couple crazy ideas this week. Aaron and Austin's show has just launched a GoFundMe.
Yeah.
We use a lot of really high end equipment, and we are at its capability basically.
Yeah.
And we need to get some other things. These mics aren't quite cutting it. We'd like some mics. Austin is tired of his ass hurting.
Jesus, the chair. You see
All
the
these
chair that I'm
chairs.
fucking sitting on? I'm all right with it.
it's
I mean,
a treat.
Well, when you're 6'3",
Yeah, a treat.
315 pounds, I mean, you got to sit here and.
So
I'm sitting on a
honestly-
fucking metal chair.
Honestly, some chairs would help a lot.
Yeah,
And we want our guests to be comfortable, and they're on the same kind of shit.
I mean, and the same thing is we're a fucking band. We're a 4-piece band, and we do not travel, and we do not have any way of charging you guys cover charges for our entertainment. We let you access it all for free, so we're basically just asking for a little bit of a cover charge for our.
It costs money to make cool shit.
It
so
does.
Yeah,
It does. It does.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And I hate asking for shit. Like I'm cringing,
I
but
get it.
but
So-
we are giving something back. Everything that we get is going to go into the show, and we are giving you a show for free too. And thank God for our local artists that help support our show. We appreciate them. All of them come in on their own time. It's fucking great.
And we have some shirts available now.
Yeah, we got merch.
Yeah, we have some shirts available. I want to say it's Slow Coast on Threadless. Check us out on Facebook. You'll find the link there.
Yeah, I post the link all the time. And big up to Theron's wife for designing our logo. Our production guy, his wife put the whole logo together. It's been a great logo for us since the very beginning. And it's our excuse me, I've been dealing with heartburn today. Give me a break. But we're it's the first logo for our shirts. Remember that you can click the shirts, and there is tank tops and V-necks and all kinds of shirts available other than just t-shirts.
Coffee cups.
Yeah, all kinds of shit.
These are zippers.
Yeah. Lots
So-
of stuff.
Oh, they have zip.
Yeah, so I mean,
That's a big deal.
It is to me.
It is.
so if you don't want to hit the GoFundMe and just give us straight money, and you want a shirt for your thing, that helps us out as well.
Do that.
And anybody we get to see all the funds that anybody posts, and we decided that anybody that spends over $100 on our GoFundMe, we'll kick you a shirt. We'll buy you a fucking shirt. So
For $100. Yeah.
yeah, you spend $100. Hey, and on the DL, you spend $1,000. I'll let you on the fucking show.
There you go. Awesome.
Spend $5,000 and I will crash on your couch for a week.
$5,000. You're back-to-back episodes, 2 in a row. Bring your best friend. Your fucking dog can be on the show. If you got a real cool dog, I mean, if your dog's an
Basically,
ass,
it's
Dude, if you
negotiable.
got a
That's
really
what
cool
he's trying
dog,
to
you can
say.
be on the show now.
yeah. Well, I mean, eventually we'll have Alex on, and she'll bring Boo. Boo will be on that little dog.
Yeah,
on
the
there.
adventures of Boo.
So that'll happen.
So really, the takeaway is support your local any fucking thing. I mean, guys, Wichita is only as cool as you make it be. You know?
really is.
And there is amazing art going on, like right now in front of us.
Yeah.
There are amazing efforts going on in the music world. There's amazing efforts going on in theater here. Wichita is like one of the major theater hubs. Music theater at Wichita employs
Huge
amounts of people in that industry.
Well, you have some of the biggest areas take a lot of from them.
And All right, let's open up this can of worms real quick.
2 cans.
Riverfest.
Yeah.
Okay. Why do so many people bitch about Riverfest? You get 5 days full of badass bands for $10
or 15,
and you still got a problem.
Honestly, if I paid $50, I wouldn't be that mad.
That's what I'm trying to say. But people bitch about.
Always wanted to see Violent Femmes my whole fucking life. My whole fucking life.
Yep.
And you got to do it for $10.
Yeah,
You
I think somebody gave me
show at a club for $30.
Dude, right?
What would a Willie
Yeah, it would
Nelson
cost you at least
ticket-
$60.
What would it cost you to see Willie Nelson today?
$200.
Yeah.
I'm guessing on any stadium ever, and you won't even get that close to him.
$15 fucking dollars you get to see him and have a corn dog and some chicken on a stick.
Guys, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
The
Riverfest
amount
is
of
a great thing.
complaining that happens over some pretty cool stuff
Yeah, it's bullshit.
is bullshit. And if you find yourself complaining about Riverfest, I want you to bash yourself in the head until you find it acceptable to you.
If I, well, I mean, that is aggressive, but honestly,
Come on, man.
kinda. But I will put to you, if you find yourself complaining about Riverfest, I feel like you have never ever taken advantage of what Riverfest is.
That's fair.
If you are saying these things, go get yourself a fucking button. There is shit for kids. There is shit for seniors. There is stuff at Britannica all the time. There are all kinds of things that are not associated with music. There is all kinds of
5
stuff for
days.
everybody. For everybody.
5 days
Well, it's
of
really like
activities.
9 days.
Mushrooms
It's 2
and
weekends.
firecrackers.
Yeah.
It's 2 weekends. 2 weekends worth of shit.
It's a blast.
But for
And
me,
I
if
can't
you
believe
only
we've
went
never
for the
had
music-
we've never had any incidents either. Oh god, I said that, but
if you only went for the music, I think it's totally worth it.
oh, it's way over worth it. I mean, you even to go see a single concert at the fair, which is a pretty big music venue when that shit comes around. It's like $50-$60. You have to pay the ticket price for whatever that traveling artist is. Here, you won off. If you were smart enough to get a button a couple weeks ago, you got them for $10. Now they're $15. Whoa, fucking ho! But like, you can go see 20 concerts for $15.
Is that coming? Is that coming up? I didn't even know it was coming up.
Yeah,
Oh,
and it's it is kind of like a relaunch. Like we talked about this with Rudy. Like it is a little bit of a relaunch for the Riverfest this year because
COVID kind of split it. COVID split it. Like last year, it was 2 different events.
Yeah, it
Like
just
one
wasn't
was
the
in
same.
June and one was in like September, and it was just really bizarre.
Yeah, because it's normally let's get the weirdest people in fucking Wichita out and walk around on fucking Douglas for a week and a half.
Right.
So like that kind of disappeared.
corn
for a little
dogs. Corn dogs are life.
bit. There's a lot of good. I mean, there's a lot of great food venues too. There's a chicken on a stick that I always try to get every time I'm there. There's this little Chinese restaurant that brings down chicken on a stick. You get a skewer full of like Asian sauteed chicken for like $8.
So I lived in the South long enough. Chicken on a stick's a different thing.
Okay, well, what's
It
it?
it is like chicken, then pickle, then potato, and then like onion, and then chicken, pickle, potato, onion, and then like do it that way.
Oh,
And then you bread the whole thing fried.
Oh, bread the whole thing and fry it.
Bread the whole
You
thing.
keep the pickles off there, I'm in.
That's what I did.
See, I
I,
can't
had
fuck
to
with
take
the
the
pickle.
pickles off.
Can't
of
fuck
it,
I never heard him call them those things. That I never heard him called anything.
Well, chicken. Well,
but-
chicken.
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I'm from, like my family, my dad's side of the family, Louisiana.
Yep.
So we go down there.
And you
for-
can find those things for like $4 in a gas station.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or there'd be a dude.
That sounds like so much heartburn and
No, it was
regret.
It was good, man. It was excellent.
That sounds like so much heartburn
My
and regret.
lunch, man.
Things.
Yeah.
Just go grab
The big ass net.
Yeah, we would like legitimately go get those nets from Walmart.
Yeah, you just put
Stuffed
them on the
animals.
ground.
The stuffed animal ones. The ones that were like they were like $4.
Oh, the one for the corners for to hang all the stuffed animals up in the corner.
Yeah, we would grab one of those and then just go to like some big ditch and get like,
Rib and crawfish.
dude, like $100. $100 for like a 6-year-old.
They had the hustle down.
He was hustling early.
Like, that's awesome, man.
That was crazy.
So, what's a little bit about Stephanie's hustle? When did you start painting? When did you knew this was going to be a thing for you?
I
I
honestly,
know you're over there working your ass off, but let's get you in the conversation a little bit. When did all your art come about?
well, I've been doing art my whole life, but painting though, honestly, when did the pandemic thing happen?
Really?
Early 19, right? Kind of.
Yeah.
I don't
So-
know. I don't
had
have
time.
any concept of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to give me like a frame of reference.
I had
You
time to
guys
sit
were
down
putting
and
it
draw.
around with
So I'm not sure.
Yes.
some paints and
Yeah.
put 2 and 2 together.
Yep.
I like that.
I mean, I've always been like I've always drawn monsters and I've always done cartoon stuff and monsters.
Yeah, the
and,
cutesy.
I mean, the
cutesy
same
things.
stuff, the same shit that I'm painting now. It's just it was always pencil or charcoal or markers.
So that's where you started before paint was just like hand drawn most stuff.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And now, what's your favorite medium? Do you still like to go back to like pencil and charcoal?
Oh yeah, like
you
our
pretty stuck
logo.
on acrylic or?
Well, our logo is no, I dabble in everything.
Yeah.
But our logo is alcohol
Nice.
markers. Yeah. So.
I always like the mixed medium pieces. You know what I mean? Where you like maybe flesh something out in marker and then you like.
Me too.
Yeah,
put some
whatever.
acrylic and then shade it in charcoal or whatever it is. You know.
So Stephanie's got every third Thursday at the Forge. What's going on with that stuff?
Every third Thursday at the Forge. Okay, so we meet there. Me, Josh, Kevin, usually a few other artists. Marcella. Who do we have
Sometimes
involved
other
now?
Josh.
Yeah.
Kevin Hansen.
Yeah, Kevin, Josh.
There's the lady from the bar downtown.
That lady, big ups to that lady.
That's Marcella, yes.
Marcella, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Thank you for being as bad at names as I am.
Yeah.
Makes
So-
me feel a lot better.
We have a different theme every third Thursday. Last month, or I guess it would have been this month. This last third Thursday, it was mushrooms. Next one coming up will be June bugs. Just bugs.
For June.
Yeah, for June, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, why the fuck not? I'm into it.
So June, July.
So do you
It's like-
guys?
The July one was the
It was
red,
like
white,
red, white,
bruised or
bruised
something.
for
So we
America.
show up at the Forge on a third Thursday, and you guys are doing live art, or are you guys selling your art? Do you have art pieces prepared that are themed for this to sell, or do you do like how's it all work?
Well, so it's pretty much all themed, but we'll bring our prints too, and it's
Okay.
all for sale.
Okay, great. Well, everything's for sale,
Yes.
especially when we're talking art.
Yeah. So I mean, we always have a theme, but we do bring prints, and Josh a lot of the time brings his patches, stuff like that. But I mean, sometimes there's live art. Like Kevin will do some live art, and maybe I'll sit down and sketch sometimes. Like it's just like it's a fun place to hang out. If you guys haven't been to the Forge, like their
I
food
haven't
is
at all.
amazing.
I don't
Top
even know where
3
that's at.
burgers
Oh,
in
yeah.
town.
Dude, they're
Top
they're
3
like
burgers in
spicy
town.
burger is
Okay.
pretty rad.
Yeah.
They
So
have
that-
like
so now
Breakfast
you're-
one,
now
that
you're hooking me
breakfast
in.
one, holy
Oh, yeah.
shit.
It's
I've
got
had
egg
that
on
one.
it or
I've had
something?
that one.
It's got a full ass like hash brown patty and then a
Hash
fried
brown
egg.
patty on a hamburger?
And then their
It's
bacon is
ridiculous.
like this thick too.
Okay, I'm in.
Dude. So they do
Wednesday.
that on Thursdays.
Yeah.
And the third
And then
Thursday,
every
but every
Wednesday-
Wednesday we sponsor a magic night there. So we go get hammered and play magic until like
gathering?
2:00 in the morning. Yeah, until like 2 in the morning, dude. Like it's so much fun. Like
So I had a sax player one time, Michael Aloysius Lefevre Vargas. Shout out,
What?
Michael Aloysius Lefevre Vargas.
That is
Why not?
That's
That's
a hell of a
his name.
name.
Standard.
That
name
seems
for
similar to
everybody.
that. What did you say earlier? Mustard dump reverse
yes,
jump.
Admiral Alabaster's Busty Bluebeard mustard.
Yeah, is it right?
Busty Bluebeard mustard.
Busty? Is it Busty Blue?
Busty Bluebeard mustard. Come on,
It's not that hard.
It's not that hard, my ass.
But no, so my sax player,
Right.
sax player,
It's your flavor of sax that you enjoy.
Michael Aloysius Lefevre Vargas.
Welcome to the podcast, Jameson.
So he ended up getting a whole trip to Spain paid for so he could play in the World's Tournament.
Okay.
Of Magic the Gathering.
Dude.
Like it's not just for fun. You can win it. Like it's
You
strategical
can
based.
win money. There are professional players.
Like
Right.
I've always like I was.
Dude,
I,
if they had that at the casino, dude, I'd be I would.
Well, I always wanted to ask you.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you. I have this. I've had this question locked and loaded because you were talking about. Well, I was at I was at a store on Sunday, and there's people in there buying Pokemon cards, and you had a shitload of them, and you had that one rare one that you were getting graded and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, is Pokemon still a card game, or is it now just become basically a collectible?
Well, so it's better to kind of talk about a couple of them at the same time for the comparison. So, like, people spend money on Magic because they want to win.
Right. The cards
strategical.
that are badass cost you.
They cost you money.
Okay.
There's a card that I personally wouldn't mind spending $1,000 on.
$1,000 card.
Is a card that when you tap it, you get a mana, which is what you use for money in the game to bring your things into existence. So you get one for every creature you control or something. So the thing about green is that it does that. It makes dudes. It makes big bunches of dudes. So you make this thing that just makes it so you can make more dudes.
Army.
Yeah,
Yeah, instant
instantaneously. $1,000 card.
So
if I saw one for $1,000, I would probably not say no.
So is it hard to find though too?
I've never seen.
They're
When they first came out, I had one, and then I sold it when I was in like high school for like, whatever.
Regrets.
Right?
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
It's not that good. They're gonna make it again.
I
Who
can
cares?
see regret in your eyes.
Yeah, and they made it like one other time, and
He's
that
like,
other
I
one's
don't
even
want
more
to talk
expensive.
about it.
You sold it for like a quarter pounder and a bag
Oh
of
yeah,
Cheetos.
Pack of
he
smokes.
regrets it for sure.
I
Some
told you
shit,
that
yeah.
had Spider-Man 1 through 75 and sold them for $200 for weed in college.
Ooh.
But dude, sometimes you need some fucking weed, man. Like I get it.
Oh man, that
Yeah,
first,
I sold my soul for weed.
And so there are tons of people who play Pokemon as a game.
Still as a game. I wondered if
Right.
it still was like a game actually, because
Yeah.
you were telling me that the card that you found might be a one-off and
Oh
possibly.
yeah, so one of our friends actually. This is a card that he's had, or someone related to him has had for like a number of years. Okay, so it's not like something that just popped up all of a sudden. And it's like what it looks like is they were trying to figure out what kind of foily stuff to use on the original Charizard, first edition Charizard that doesn't have the shadow, which is called a shadowless one, which is like the first one.
First
So-
like Pokemon card.
Yeah, the one that everybody wanted.
Well, like the first like card that was a big
First
deal.
set.
Yeah, it was a big deal.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
gotcha.
everybody still wants it. That dude spent like $1 million on one or some stupid crap, Yeah. So, anyways, well, my buddy found this one that appears to be cut out of a sheet. Like when they would have them at the factory, they come in a big sheet.
Right.
So all the stuff is missing off of like what it does and
Oh,
blah,
because it
blah,
was
blah.
a miscut.
No, they just didn't. It wasn't. They hadn't decided what it was going to say yet.
No way. It was that early.
Yeah.
Production.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So if that's what it actually is, then
You got it off now to get graded.
all the stuff is being done.
So he thinks it's going to be worth $18 million.
No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all.
$1 million.
But
One
if
million.
there's a gigantic MoPig spire that's blocking out the sun, you'll know what happened.
Yeah.
Honestly, that would, if
Like the bat
honestly, I
the
would.
bat symbol
The
going on
monster.
at night.
It would be the monster.
I almost feel like we should start a
raining
GoFundMe
terror
for this.
down in the city.
I've got 10 on it.
And that, dude, I'm like legitimately. I mean, that's the plan. So
I feel like we could start a GoFundMe for you on that and get.
I mean, it's probably not
Let's get
going
a
to be
spotlight.
anything.
Let's get a big spotlight in front of your store and just do the Batman thing first.
I'm down.
We are already on our first day of doing the GoFundMe. We are 1,000th of our way there.
Nice.
Yeah, 100%. And shout out to whoever. Hey, shout out to whoever's bought a T-shirt. I think we've sold 2, maybe
Really?
at least 1 for sure.
Do you have
shout
them
out to
here?
Mar- Huh?
Do you have them here?
What?
Your t-shirts.
No, we've only started through threadless. So like you
They
don't
print
like.
them for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do it
It's
for
a third
us.
part. No,
Yeah.
look, man, I'm telling you, for years of like being in that band hustle
Right.
to where you got to get merch,
Right.
you got to get you got to get like $1,000 worth of merch,
Right.
to get the price point to where it makes sense,
Right.
right? And
You
then
understand?
you got to say what the sizes are going to be.
Right.
And I don't know what the sizes are going to be.
Dude, big boy sizes.
I know that we're in the Midwest.
In our
and
shop-
smalls and mediums don't fucking sell. That's what I know.
What
but
would-
I got to guess at it.
I have a story
And I'm
for
stuck
this.
now.
Okay, well, I'm
This-
hitting
Oh yeah, that's a good story.
So the other day, 2 of our really good customers were in, and a dude had bought one of our shirts. And the thing for the first run of our shirts that we put out was
I'm gonna
that
write
if you
that
buy one of our shirts, it
Yeah,
gets you
come
10% off for life.
Oh shit, that's a good one.
Oh wow, what a great.
So-
I bought one of them shirts.
I've only got like a couple more left, but anyways, that has nothing to do with it. I'm not trying to sell them. Anyways, my homeboys were in the shop, and one guy had already bought one and realized that a medium was too small for him. And we were
I know that.
right. Well, so we were talking, and we had some game stuff. We were talking about video games and stuff, and then one of our other friends came in, and he didn't know that was the deal with him. So he was like, "What? So if I wear the shirt in here, I get 10% off forever?" I was like, "Yes." And he was like, "Do you have any mediums?" I'm like, "No, dude. All I have like a large left is all I have." So the dude standing at the counter was like, "Bro, if you buy a large, I'll take it and I'll give you mine."
Yeah, we'll swap.
They swapped in the store.
Good for them.
Like,
Literally
yeah, it was
two
awesome.
random shirtless dudes
It
in the
was
shop.
great.
I mean, that's a great story. But it would have been funny if the big guy would have just came in like the tube top version of your shirt every time with his belly hanging out.
Why not tie it around like a bandana? I don't care. I don't care. Whatever.
Yeah, right.
Face mask it
So
up.
the reason we're doing this is because we're such a new podcast, and like eventually, like we want to print our own merch. Like, but we're just kind of trying to see like if anybody's interested in buying our fucking merch. So we're trying to make a little bit of coin off that and see what it is. Eventually, you know, we like to screen print the shit all ourselves and
sell it at your shop.
Yeah,
Down.
for sure.
We're totally down.
I have a rack for that.
You might have a lot of space coming up.
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, it's good things happening for MoPigs. So hopefully, we can't say too much, but hopefully
we'll shut the fuck up for a
Yeah.
But hopefully good things coming for the store. Because like honestly, if you haven't got in there, go in there. Because I sat there and looked at. Honestly, I was just coming in to say hi. I was going to maybe buy some prints if Stephanie was there. By the end of the visit, I'm staring at action figures from Ninja Turtles Secret of the Ooze 2 going, do I got $160 for these?
Dude, if I didn't already have them, I would have bought them myself.
My wife killed me.
I'm sitting here going, I'm in my mind, I'm going, go Ninja, go Ninja, go Ninja, go Ninja, go.
Vanilla Ice.
I'm trying, like, cause I was deep on that, on those two first Ninja Turtle movies. Like, honestly, cause I was talking to you, like I was seeing Nintendo and those monsters and stuff. I was like, the one thing that might be able to ruin me for collectibles is I might get sucked in with Ninja Turtle shit.
Some Casey
Just Ninja Turtles was like so cool to me when I was a fucking kid. Like I had the cool bus, like I had all the shit. Like I was
the
big.
pizza throwing bus.
Oh yeah, you could shoot you'd lose all them in a week.
Yeah.
But like
the turtle stuff is
turtle stuff.
80s specifically is my favorite. Like the engineering and the toys. Well, like the guys that would zip on the zip lines.
Dude, they put some thought into those fucking toys, didn't they?
And the thing flipped. In the 80s, it was weird. You would come up with the toy and then have to create like a cartoon to back it up.
I'm down with that.
Know what I mean? Like,
and if the toy did well, the show would do
well
too.
The universe, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like we have.
Well, it's the same thing now, but like they do the same thing with games now.
Yeah.
Like they'll be like, there's Lego games and junk, you know?
Yeah.
So
Lego movies, man.
Right.
My fucking Lego movies are not bad.
I remember
Lego Batman is awesome.
Well, the first Lego movie they did with Chris Pratt and the Batman and like all. I mean, if you can.
Really, everything is awesome.
Yeah, that one, everything is, and we're it parlayed its way into a beautiful story of father and son making Legos together. As funny as that story was,
I didn't make it that far.
You didn't? Oh, so he hates it. Oh, shit on it. Okay, shit on it.
I'm just talking shit. No,
you should shit on it. You didn't
I mean, it's not my thing.
It's not my thing either. But I had kids, so they watched the shit. So I had to sit through a lot of shit.
I got sucked through the Ninjago once.
I laughed a little hard at
Me too, dude. Fuck.
I laughed a little hard at the Lego Batman.
Yeah.
Me too, because the guy that does Lego Batman's funnier than fuck.
Along those lines, the Lego video games are fantastic.
Yeah. See, I'm not, like I said, I like fighting games and horror games.
Like video games.
Well, I will put it to you that like Lego video games are like a low grade hack and slash. Like video games.
Yeah, and then sort of like pieced out adventure too.
Yeah, because
like,
you're basically just running around busting all the shit. And
trying to get pieces together to upgrade your stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's
So
like
it's
a,
like
That
an
actually
RPG.
sounds kind of amazing, though.
It's like a little,
it is fun, like, but eventually it's going to get a little bit of tedious.
I mean, if it was like open world where you were like running around like, oh shit,
They did do that with the Marvel Lego one.
Yeah.
It is open. Yeah, that one's open world. Yeah,
You build shit in the open world.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, it's a little bit more inclusive.
Batman,
I'd be down with that.
Yeah, it's a little more
Several hub
inclusive.
worlds that
Like
are on planets.
people are starting to listen to their audience. I mean, if you don't listen to your audience, you're fucking dead these
Dude,
days.
Mario Maker. Have you played Mario Maker?
No, school us.
There is
What
a
platform?
game.
What platform?
Wii U and and Switch and maybe even PS3 or sorry, not PS3. 3DS. 3DS, I believe, Switch and Wii U. You literally just build Mario levels. Wow. And you have this gigantic menu of pieces that you can use. Right?
Like tunnels and all the shit?
Everything.
Even the
anything
villains?
in the game, all of it.
Everything you can
Even
think
that
of.
annoying fucking cloud guy that would throw those
All
gods.
of it.
Fuck that guy.
Every
Fuck that cloud
the
guy.
All of
spike ones.
Yeah,
the
I hate that asshole.
all of that stuff, right?
Fuck that cloud.
From
dude.
all of it. Like, you have the elements of all of it.
Yes.
This is
That's
amazing.
what makes it amazing.
Yeah, I bet,
okay,
I bet.
so here's what makes it
I have a
amazing.
little bit
And so
of a video
you
game boner.
decided you wanted to build this level and like original NES graphics. So I
Under
built this
what?
level, whatever. Yeah, anything, any way you wanted to build it, right? You built it in Nintendo, original Nintendo graphics. You literally just hit a button and it jumps you from system to system.
No,
So it's like, okay, now I'm playing in super graphics. Now I'm playing in 64 or not 64. It doesn't really do 3D, like running around.
It stops
like
at
platformer,
probably, yeah.
like platformer, like so, like Mario, like Mario game, like where it's all 3D and the blocks are all 3D and all that stuff. You literally can just snap through it without any. It doesn't even load or anything.
What's this called again?
Mario Maker.
Mario Maker. That
Yeah,
sounds
this is
fucking
number
amazing.
2. I think for the Switch is the one that we got like the
Because
most
my son
fun out
has a
of.
Switch, so if I can fuck with this,
It's unlimited Mario for the rest of your life
is it
because you can go on and play other people's levels.
really?
This guy got a good sales pitch.
He does.
On it.
Well, he owns
If
a
I-
store for a reason.
Right. And I don't want you guys.
I think
I don't
he's
want
good.
somebody to come in and buy some $1 thing because it's $1
No,
bajillion
come in
dollars
and buy the bajillion
because
dollar
it's
thing.
fucking awesome. That's the coolest fucking thing I could spend that money on.
Yeah.
That's why I want you to come spend the money on that.
What?
So
thing.
what's it cost in your store?
It just depends on what it is.
Well, with the Mario Maker.
No, the
Oh, Mario
thing-
Maker! If I don't even have one. Like I said, I'm just selling it because it's like a fun game. Yeah, I'm
Is it
not
just
selling
an
it
app,
to you
basically?
because
Is
it's
it an app,
fucking
basically?
awesome. If you haven't played it, you need to
that's
play
really
it.
the shop owner I want to talk to.
He is.
You know,
I don't even
I
have
don't
one.
have one, but you should look for this.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fucking
Like,
cool.
I mean, that's
Yeah,
amazing.
well, I mean, he's a local guy that's not going to fuck you over for some shit. Like, I saw him interacting with his customers, and I was instantly like, okay, I can't wait to talk to this guy.
Yeah.
This guy's the shit.
Dude, I mean, if you just want to go throw, like, if you are the kind of guy that gets pissed off when somebody asks you how your day's going, then please, I'm sorry that it's not the right fit.
Yeah.
Like, what's up, bro? It's like, oh, dude, you're not gonna believe what I found today. Come check out our store.
Yeah, exactly. Do you like if someone like I know that you have a lot of collectibles you buy too, right? If somebody's got cool shit, if you always buy
Mainly
it,
cards and comics.
But if anybody's got something rare, obscure, that's something
Psychotic.
he can make some money off, and don't come into a fucking store expecting to get retail. What you saw on the internet, don't
People
mean
are
shit.
idiots. Yeah.
Yeah, what you saw on the internet is not. He has to make money on the shit too. So remember that.
Well, the biggest thing is that when you sell something on eBay or something like that, you're pretty much instantly right off the bat giving away like half of what you sold.
Yeah, instantly. Yeah, they take.
It's like
they take
it's like 13 or 14% for or some shit for the fee, and then you have to pay income tax and stuff on that. That's like it's not like
They rape
it's not
people.
just
They
free
run
money
rates on
that you got from the internet.
I don't mess with it, man. I don't mess with it too much.
And so if you want to do it yourself, then sweet. I hope your business does amazing. But if you have some psychotic thing, even if it's something I can't even afford, I probably know somebody who wants it.
What if somebody comes in looking for something that your store don't have? Or do you try to help them find it with others?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Because there's a couple of other
They
stores that do
commission,
this
right?
thing in town. I don't know all of the stores.
We're
I don't know.
not at best terms with everybody, but we got a
We're
lot
not
of friends.
douchebags. Like
Yeah, we got a lot of friends. We don't want to throw names.
We
around.
want
But
everybody
yeah, we're not
to
going
win.
to shit on anybody or promote anybody other
Right.
than your store.
Right.
But like, you will help facilitate people to looking for their childhood dream if
Right.
you're looking for it, right?
Absolutely.
Right. Yeah. Like this is the guy to talk to. I feel like he tried to help you out.
The one person I would like to send a shout out to
Yeah,
is
shout out.
fucking Prairie Dog. Okay, Prairie Dog Comics.
Been in
Going
town
there for
forever.
years.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's like the oldest comic book
Aren't they
store
the
in the
original?
state or
Aren't
something.
they original? Yeah.
Yep.
It's like 40-something years or something. And I've known Mark forever. I used to play Magic in there when I was in first grade.
Wow.
And he was the same fucking dude selling me cards then. Same dude.
So help facilitate your addiction.
I mean, for real.
And now that you're in 7th grade and he's gone
Right.
so much further.
Right. I mean, for real. I mean,
Shout out to Gene Ronald.
If I'm
that's
in-
the guy I knew that worked there.
Who owns that joint?
it's Mark.
Mark. This is.
I can't remember his last name.
Mark.
Yeah.
I mean,
I love putting
Have you
people-
know-
I love putting people on the spot.
anybody who knows or is in the comic book scene is going to be like, his name is this. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm
Put it in the comments,
terrible
guys. I
at
can't
names.
remember everybody's name. Okay, so we're getting towards the end of this, and this is our idea.
you.
This is our idea for Stephanie's art, her beautiful piece that she's doing right now. Do you name your pieces?
I mean, this is just Shumagorath, so
I'm going to call that one Fluffy.
there you go.
All right.
That'll
So
work.
the plan is over the next couple weeks, anybody that spends more than $20 at MoPigs,
All right.
$20 or more.
$20 or more,
Okay.
you're going to be entered into a raffle for this drawing. We'll let it go for this painting that she's doing right now. We'll let it go for a couple of weeks, and then we will, after he's collected tickets for all of it, we will do the drawing live on a podcast, whoever, in a couple weeks, whoever's on that day. And we'll see whoever gets it. And then you'll have to go down to MoPigs to get your painting.
Well, we're going to do a gift certificate too. So like we'll do like a $50 gift certificate too.
This will also be framed. I'm going to finish it up.
Yeah,
at home.
we're not expecting. This is a beautiful painting that you've done in less than an hour. So
it's going to be framed because it's flat. So
yeah, we're gonna
frame
she's
it.
gonna frame it, and we're gonna put a $50 gift certificate with it too.
Right.
So anybody that comes in spends over $20, you get entered into this raffle for this great painting that she's done.
Right.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go into his store, spend some bucks, get in for this painting, listen to our podcast. We'll pull the raffle eventually. And you guys got anything else you want to promote other than your store and any art coming up? Or one more thing about their store. In the back corner of their store, other than the collectibles and stuff, you have the local art that she just got. So what do you guys got going on? Do you guys just do your stuff only, or do
the stuff in the back is her stuff?
Yeah,
and then
we promote a lot of local people too.
Right,
do you like feature
Josh,
or like
we haven't got that serious with it. Like I said, we're trying to figure out how to get
whenever we get more room,
which they're working on.
Yes,
room is an issue. Real estate is a very troublesome problem.
Shit.
So we have enough stuff that we could fill up a space 10 times the size of our shop.
Yeah, he said he's got his shop is packed full of cool stuff. He's
and
like,
dude, you can't. I mean, it's so if we can get an area like what we want to do is have a place for people to sit down and play cards, and then we're not gonna it's not gonna be specific, just come into play or whatever. But in that same area, since that area is already kind of dedicated to people just chilling, that would be like the optimal
a good live
design
space, yeah.
For we're gonna sit over here and play anyways. I mean, you're gonna be sitting in that spot for hours at a time. Why not have everything in there? That's the idea. But again, there's lots of pieces to the equation.
It's always a morphine idea.
Yeah,
it's always exactly. It always works. You get a little more space. You can figure out because it'd be fun to do Magic the Gathering and all that.
Well, yeah, I mean, I just want to sit down and play. Even if I'm just playing in between.
He just wants to play, don't he, Stephanie? That's what it is.
It is.
I've been kicking his ass lately.
She's been rocking us. It's stupid.
Look,
I knew.
She built her own deck the other day.
And
aggravating.
I can see the resentment in your eyes.
Aggravating.
Keep leaning on him, Stephanie, because you got it.
Yeah.
You got him. You're all up in his kitchen right now with your feet up.
Well, guys, support local.
I do want to give a shout out to William Stouffer.
Yeah, give him as many shout outs.
Man.
Great.
Hey,
You have District 3, yeah.
Take a couple minutes, guys, and literally think about it. You don't have to but give shout outs to anybody, anything you want to promote.
So what did William do?
Well, William, I worked with him a lot. He runs the Wichita Festival of the Arts.
Yeah.
We have a thing.
Actually.
Man,
William's.
I call him the art wizard. He's
a wizard.
He's the art wizard.
If you like wizards in politics.
Yeah. I have not met him yet.
He doesn't like politics.
No.
He's a politician.
Yeah.
Are you guys ready?
But he doesn't like it though.
Are you guys ready for my definition of politics?
Sure.
Oh, here we go.
All right. So Polly being Minnie.
Okay.
And ticks being blood-sucking insects.
Do you think he's going another way? I've heard this.
I think we've got this right.
Yeah.
But yeah, William is the shit. He's opened up so many opportunities for all of us artists. We're doing the Sobro thing. I don't know if you're familiar with that at all.
No, tell us about it, please. All these things.
Okay, so it's a movement to clean up South Broadway.
Yes.
Sobro, South Broadway.
Cool.
The South Side has such a bad stigma on it.
Well,
it's
not unwarranted.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
Up there.
We grew up on the South Side.
So did I.
We
Waco
all,
and Mount Vernon.
Yeah,
I grew up at Waco and Mount Vernon,
exactly.
so
I mean, we're literally going. Our plan is to cover all of the South Side in art, and it's we have big things coming.
Well, I think I hope that works out because I like to hear that because they did this thing on 21st at 21st North 21st Street from Broadway all the way to past Arkansas.
Yeah,
they did a big cleanup project
across America.
Yeah, they did a big
That's
cleanup project.
Basically, yeah.
So this sounds like they're trying to do about this similar thing. Let's clean up this.
I'm pretty sure they're going to let them do monsters and stuff.
Yeah.
We're starting with the place that needs the most love.
Yeah.
We're starting, at the heart of.
When I was a kid, the canal route was covered in graffiti.
Right.
And
the Bart Simpson.
That's what I watched.
The Bart Simpson dude.
Yeah.
It was there forever.
Yeah. It was.
They did it again even after they took it off.
I saw the dude that sandblasted that.
I would love for us to figure out how we can bring that back a little bit.
Yeah,
they should specifically
have enough artists. We have enough artists.
They can just make it
safe.
And then
I heard you talk about being a muralist. Don't you do murals?
That's
the memory when I was a kid. I'd love to see back.
Yep.
I would love to see like big murals instead of it being an illegal art aspect. Let's
embrace it.
Yeah, let's let those canvases be open to good art.
Well, here's the
Guys,
problem.
let's use concrete walls.
The problem with it is then somebody else comes and puts something that
somebody
isn't as good.
Well, or somebody will come vandalize it and put a giant dick on it.
But who's to say whose one is better?
Well, hey, the thing is,
I mean, art does hit people all different. You are correct.
The thing is, can you like vie for your space and can you keep it up?
Right.
Can you make your art not fall victim to weather, not start looking shitty?
Yeah.
Well,
there's a lot of aspects.
Or will you just upkeep it every 2 years? Something like that? Like, how do we structure how city art goes down? How city...
Because it doesn't, you don't
and
just, you're right, you
fall
don't
into place.
That's right. You paint it and leave, it starts looking like shit after a while.
Yeah.
You can do
But
it.
we have teams of artists like that are
Somebody
down
can do it
to
every
fucking
month.
do this.
That's
Like,
a
You
reality.
can do it every
fucking
month,
hands-on.
every
reality.
couple months.
Yeah. We're ready to
That
fucking
is
do
the
this
reality.
For free,
that the
though?
city
Like, how does
doesn't
that work?
understand.
Yeah.
For what?
For free, though? Like, how does that work?
I mean,
How
eventually,
do you get people to paint giant murals for
eventually,
nothing?
hopefully, it'll be more of like a nonprofit thing
Yeah.
because your artists deserve to get fucking paid.
Yeah, because you could like count it as beautification of the city, like
Right.
Yeah.
Somebody's
Working on
getting
a
paid for it.
nonprofit now.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
I mean, it takes
We got this going.
it just takes the big push to get shit rolling.
Well, it
But-
takes
We're working on it.
enthusiastic
We're
artists,
working on
it.
and people a little bit outside of the artist community that's willing to support artists like what we're trying to do.
Yeah,
the same
exactly.
thing, like
right.
everybody. So at the end of the day, episode 11 is amazing. We got to get out to MoPigs, check out Stephanie's art in the corner, check out all the cool fucking collectibles that Mopar's got.
Check out our GoFundMe. Check out our T-shirts.
Check out our merch. Check out all our shit.
Let's
wrap.
let's pick up local art, guys.
Always.
That's the end of it.
And all art, not music. Everything. Everything
Art
deserves a
all of
voice.
it.
is art.
Yep.
Everybody
of
deserves a
it.
voice. So thanks again for doing this, guys. It was actually absolute fucking pleasure.
Thanks for having
And like
me.
I said, get into his store, spend $20, get a chance to win this. Get a chance
It's
to
not
win this
done.
original
Just
art.
so you know, trust the process.
Hey,
it's
but it
not
looks
done.
pretty good right now.
Honestly,
Thank you, but it's not done.
Yeah.
Looks
So
pretty
$20
awesome.
$20 you get in a raffle to win that
We're
already.
gonna
You're winning.
Get a close up on that artwork right there.
Oh, it's not done though.
Well, but it's close and it's looking pretty good.
It's not close.
If you like it right now, you're gonna.
I love artists
Trust
are.
the fucking process.
I know artists are
It's
also.
gonna be framed and
It's
like
not even
okay,
sparkly yet.
right? There's no
Honestly, it
sparkles
looks
or
amazing.
anything.
She
All
has
right.
put zero blood into it right
Right,
now.
there's no
there's so much more
pizzazz
blood
yet.
to happen.
But
Yeah.
okay.
All right. Tune in next week, guys. Have a great night.
Thank you. Tune in,
Wrap it.
subscribe.
Is it a podcast? Is it a show? Alien Austin, they don't even know. Hey, hey.
Austin's Fun Hoods.
My butt fucking hurts.
My asshole's numb.
Yeah.